The more gimmicks guitar players use, the more people think we're badasses. Be a badass. Hi folks, my name is Bill Murphy. I'm a fingerstyle jazz guitarist in Mountain View, California. And the name of this series is Gimmicks. Yes, we do use gimmicks. It comes from a comment that Jimi Hendrix made when pressed about all the little tricks he would use, like playing behind the back of his neck, playing with his teeth, stuff like that. And he said, gimmicks? He got a little annoyed. The war in Vietnam is a gimmick. And he said tiredly, yes, we do use gimmicks. But to me, what he said was something that offers guitarists a huge insight. Guitar is essentially a primitive instrument requiring dozens or even hundreds of itty-bitty workarounds. So that's the purpose of this series. There's lots of little things that will make people go, you know what? This person's actually a badass guitarist. And they're surprisingly small. So today I want to talk about McCoy Tyner or Herbie Hancock type sounds, which are hard for most guitarists to get. You don't really get these out of books. They'll often give you some very convoluted chords, thousands of them, the Ted Green series, that sort of thing. But what I found inadvertently, thanks to Andre Bush, from the late Andre Bush, a really wonderful guitarist that I studied with at Jazz Camp West in La Honda, behind Stanford University in Northern California, was if you just take an ordinary, say, C minor 7 chord or an F minor 7 chord. We all know this chord, right? I'm going to move this down so you can see my hands a little bit better. That if you just take this finger off, take off the third finger, and you just have 4 notes that are all a fourth apart. C, and then a fourth up is F, a fourth up is B flat, a fourth up is E flat. You get what's called stacked fourths or quartile harmony. So here's the small nugget for today. Every single place you see an ordinary C minor 7 chord, A minor 7 chord, doesn't matter what it is. Just take, instead of playing it like this, play it like this and see what happens. And so let's use the tune Stolen Moments by Oliver Nelson, which is a real common jazz standard. It's essentially a C minor blues. Here you go. That's C minor. Here's your F minor. See what you can do? Now here's the turnaround. Starts on D minor. D minor, E flat minor, E minor, F minor, F sharp minor, F minor, E minor, E flat minor, C, and it does it twice. 5 chord. So then there's a bonus. This is actually on the chart. It's a C minor to F13. So if you just do this little thing, if you can see it, it's an F13 chord, but it's not the whole chord. It just starts the 7th, the 3rd, and the 13th. So it'll be E flat, A, D. Here's our new McCoy Tyner chord. Here's the second one. Take a 13th chord that's a fourth up, C minor to F7 basically. Do it up again, F minor to B flat 13. Over here, it's just this really. Here's your B flat 13. We'll just play the top 30 notes. Let's do the turnaround. D minor. So that's a simplified McCoy Tyner or Herbie Hancock sound. Now, most guitarists have trouble wrapping their minds around this, but actually every guitar player knows minor 7 chords like tons. Usually when we do a minor tune, let's say Whipping Post by the Allman Brothers, it's just A minor 7th tune. And lots of blues are like that and so forth. And so anytime you have one of these ordinary, let's say a minor 7th chord, here's a D minor 7. Just take this third finger off and instead play it as a bar. Root, fourth up, another fourth up, another fourth up. You have what are called stacked fourths. So that's the easy path into sounding like a badass, like, hey, you know some McCoy Tyner, you know some Herbie Hancock. So, thanks a lot, folks. Again, that credit goes to the late Andre Bush for teaching me this at Jazz Camp West up in La Honda, up behind Stanford University in Northern California. As the great instrumentalist, international guitarist Mimi Fox tells her students often, use the full range of your instrument. So that's what this series is about, is these little itty bitty nuggets that look like gimmicks actually are helping you learn the full range of your instrument. You're going to need hundreds or dozens, but the good news is they're easy and they're fast. And people will think, man, this guitarist is a badass. Thanks a lot, folks.